Now, today I am joined by Michael Merlino, a returning guest here on the channel and a speaker at our Legiit live event next month, about 2 weeks from now. So getting pretty close. He's going to share some cool stuff with you, and he's going to talk to you about the event. And then we're going to give away a ticket to Legiit Live at the end, but you have to stick around through the whole thing and be around at the end of the stream if you want to qualify for that. If not, tough shit. So, all right, Mike, first of all, welcome. And when you get a sec, why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and you just talked about being a superhero. So tell us your origin story, and we'll go from there.
Sure. So, man, I got my joint rolled. I got everything but a lighter. Isn't that fucking comical? We'll get that in a moment. So, I'm 46 years old now. Been a business owner and working for myself since 2003. So 21 years now. Always wanted to be an entrepreneur before the word was cool. Always was bossed up. Always was a leader, never a follower, but would follow a good leader. And I prefer that, right? And then I emerge if needed, right? Because that's just the way I like to roll personally sometimes. I don't believe anything no one says. Like, I got my Tupac Trust Nobody shirt on. That's what it says. That's like for my GMB rankings. Like, whatever. I'm testing the shit myself, bro. Like, I never knew I was a scientist, but I am. Right? Because if I don't get the scientific proof that shit works, that shit is all about nothing. Nathan's. I don't want to hear it. As a business owner, I had to learn how to rank and make my phone ring to feed my family. Right? So I got really good at SEO, and particularly maps. Along the way, I got really, really good at Instagram and automating social media, and had like 2 different things going. I can't say agencies because the SEO was always for my properties. But then I had a little social media management agency back in the day. It came to a point where I had to choose one or the other because I wasn't good at systemizing things and putting teams in place with processes and things that I know now, right? So I chose the GMB route. Can't say I'm too mad about it, right? And now, as I've been speaking in the circuit for the last 2.5 years, I always talk about social media, right? Because I know firsthand experience how it correlates with local GMB and continue and only gets more and more strong. So I've been speaking at conferences for like 2 years, 2.5 years now, quite a few of them. It's always the same like shit, so to speak. Because I've noticed that one, it doesn't change. Like, my SOPs have not changed in 3 years, maybe little tool changes, but that's about it. So I'm like really dedicated for any further talking I do to get down to the marbles as to why people are not executing on what I talk about. Is it because you're confused? Is it because what? Because at the last event I was at, I saw friends of mine, Chris, and like, when someone referenced something, I was like, yeah, like, y'all not doing that? And they're like, no. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I always scream about this shit. So not in a disrespectful way, but in my way of speaking, it's time to dumb it down a little and make sure everybody gets on the fucking train. And then we could go take a train ride to more advanced land, right? So to speak. And for my people that are advanced, like, I'm still here, ask away, like, that shit ain't never changed, and you better be the guys that are implementing. Sorry for the rant, but that's how I do. And I got to get a quick lighter, Chris. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, there you go. That's I told you were in for a good time, and that's typically what you get with Mike. But yeah, he makes a very valid point. I lost my train of thought. He a lot of times you tell people things that are great, and they're just info junkies, and it's like learning porn, basically. They'll just learn and never do shit. Like, so if you're what's the point of learning if you're not gonna implement, right? So, all right. I was just telling them that, like, backing up what you said, like, it becomes almost like a type of porn or something. Like, they're just learning and not doing anything. Like, what's the fuck? It's just entertainment at that point. So
it is a point. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's that. Man, exactly, bro. That was the whole thing that I put on the whiteboard, that they said, everybody put something on here that you got, from the mastermind. And I put as big as you fucking could. Implementation, period. Because if you don't implement, you're wasting your time, money, resources, and you're cheating your family out of the fruitfulness of your work that they really deserve. Like real talk, bro. That's what you're doing.
Right. So you say that, well, first of all, we don't need to talk about this, but I didn't know the social media thing was where you started. So that's interesting. So maybe you can give us, I don't want you to give away everything, but maybe you can give us a little tease about what you're going to talk about at the event, and then we'll talk about the event itself a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, so I'm going to dive deeper, a lot deeper into why brand is so important, right? In local, in SEO, period, in selling anything, right? But especially in particularly with local SEO, because motherfuckers is missing the mark. And it's so easy to implement and set these things up that make you look like a winner, right? If you're an agency owner, to your client, right? On so many levels. One, because so many people are not doing it. Two, because when it's easier to make sales because of this work that you do up front, that a lot of it is not hard to do and set up, you separate yourself from everyone else. If you're a business owner like me, you have to do this, because if you're not building your brand and your tribe, the people that are love to recommend you for free, right? Then you're always going to stay like on some level stagnant in your business, right? If you're not growing through referrals, not paid ads, not SEO, right? Because paid ads can get melted away or your budget could disappear or whatever. And SEO, some algo update could come out, and next thing you know, all them leads are gone until you or your SEO figure out the next cause, right? But guess what doesn't turn off? Your social media referral traffic that's coming in from people that have used you, right? That's the shit that motherfuckers don't understand yet. Or if they do, it's probably friends of mine, right? Because we talk about, or they heard me ripping and hollering about this shit for so long. Yo, Chris, I met Holly in 2018 in person. I went to a little boot camp she had, not as who I am now, as a business owner trying to get an advantage, right? While I'm sitting there as a GMB guy trying to learn shit to rank GMBs, I had 5 Instagram accounts on my phone. One had 750,000 followers. One had 120. One had 100. Shit like that, right? And on one of them, it was a weed Shopify store. And I didn't even know that I was doing organic social CTR. Didn't even know I was doing this. But I ranked a Shopify store that I didn't even have in a rank tracker, just because all of the people that would click the bio link inside of multiple Instagram accounts I had for that Shopify store. When I finally threw that bitch in a rank tracker and saw what was happening, I was like, and that was the beginning of me understanding the power of referral traffic, but in particularly social referral traffic that's organic. Paid is also powerful, but organic's a little bit different. And if you go look at SEMrush in the traffic chart, you see that it's broken down separately. Organic social, paid social. Just like there's organic search and paid search, right? So that's stuff I'm going to dive very much deeper into, and how to make entity association for your GMB and let Google know who you are, what you do, and where you do it in as many different platforms as possible, so that when their crawler is out there doing what it does, it starts putting all these pieces of the puzzle together, and you become the dominant force in your area, even if you're not. Because I do that shit with lead gens, bro.
So just in case some of the people watching don't know, what is referral traffic?
So referral traffic is, all right, your website like Nike.com, right? If someone just goes to the browser and clicks Nike.com, that's direct traffic, right? They're going directly to your website. If they search Nike inside of Google and see Nike.com and they click on it, that's branded traffic, right? I searched for the brand and I clicked it. Now, if I search for Nike, I scroll down past their homepage and I click on Twitter. And then from Twitter, I click on the bio in their link, right? That's social branded referral traffic. That's what referral traffic is. If you type in Nike and you see a Forbes article You click on the Forbes article. Then you click on to Nike. That's referral fucking traffic from fucking Forbes, right? Here's the big difference where motherfuckers fuck up, especially when it comes to CTR manipulation. You send in a bunch of direct traffic, stupid. That shit don't work. Google been figured that shit out, bro. Plus, no real business operates like that. Go look at the traffic. Success leaves clues. Nobody got 100% direct traffic. And if a motherfucker got 90% or ad traffic, they need to step up their marketing. I don't give a fuck how much money they making, especially where the game is going. You need to have traffic coming in from all angles. I'm a master at manipulating this shit, so I set up as many assets as I like, covering specifically what services I offer and where on a fucking sniper-esque level, right? And then we throw a little bit of fake traffic on top of it to make Google understand, oh shit, these people must be someone, right? When the real traffic comes in, now you rolling, right? Now your brand starts getting built, whether it's real or not. Guys, I won't show this shit because I eat money off of it, but hear what I'm telling you. With lead gens, spam GMBs, I got properties of mine that rank not in the do follow backlink, but in those fishing articles, I call them, from Forbes, where it's like top 10 plumbers in Colorado, right? You ever seen those, Chris? Those Forbes articles, but not the do follow one. It's just it's a no follow link when they link out to you. Right. But your brand name is on Forbes, right? So on those, bro, and I've showed a couple of my boys a couple of these because it really makes me feel great. Lead gen spam. I got 5 of the top 10 best whatever in geo with my GMBs that are completely spammed out. I'm fooling not only Google's algorithm, but whoever wants to scrape Google for certain keywords in certain locations. I am that dominance factor times how many GMBs do I have? And I'm telling y'all, that's advanced shit, but it all starts with the foundation. You can't build a fucking skyscraper with a weak foundation, bro. It's fucking possible. The foundation is your brand and associating who you are, what you do, and where you do it. Chris, what that means is who you are. What's your brand name? Simple. What do you do? What is your service? What product do you sell? What do you do? Coaching, plastic surgery, roofing, plumbing. I don't care what it is. Email marketing, retargeting pixels. Do you create YouTube thumbnail? It don't matter. And then where do you do it? Nationally, only on Legiit, in this city only. Whatever it is, you just fill in the fucking blanks and then follow the blueprint. Woo, let me light this up, Chris. I'm getting excited.
You answered like 4 of the questions I had lined up to follow up with that with, because you know how to handle this stuff. But I'm glad that you mentioned the fundamentals, because a lot of people will want to just skip right to the branded CTR traffic and stuff, right? You still have to do the basic stuff like the is that right?
Absolutely, yeah. When it comes to CTR too, an old saying I've said and I'll bring back, CTR is the cherry on top of the pie, right? Metaphorically. So the ingredients is all of this foundational work that we're talking about. You build your foundation, you add in your top needed backlinks, your data aggravators, your socials, you put out some audio, some video, some content, you get a little news coverage, right? You got all that shit covered. You should, I highly hope, you tie it all together with schema, like I'd always say, right? That's like, I don't know how to make pies, but that's what keeps everything formed and in place, right? Like the fucking crust. That's what ties it all together. And then the cherry on top, my man, is sending them fucking CTR manipulation engagement signals, right? To all those properties, right? Not direct to the money site, not direct just to the GMB. Like, no. From the other properties, right? You could trickle in a little direct traffic, but that's not what I want y'all to gather from here. Especially like if you don't want to use CTR manipulation, you can just manually get a couple clicks here or there from services you can offer, not CTR services, social signal, social sharing, blog post and sharing sites, friends, family, etc., micro workers, logging into Samsung's developer farm where you can test cell phones. Like if you were creating an app, right? And you could go search for whatever the fuck you want on there. There's a lot of ways to get what you want done. The point is, don't get caught up on all that advanced shit. Just go fucking click on those links a little bit, or do whatever you need to do to make somebody want to click on that link, right?
Yeah. I think what you're trying to do is simulate human behavior, right?
Exactly correct.
Like
exactly. Until the real behavior kicks in, right?
Right. Because I think a lot of people they tend to look at this from an engineering perspective, and they forget that the whole goal is to make it seem like it's a human being going to searching them and then clicking on them, or searching them and clicking on their Twitter and then clicking on them, or whatever it is, like the examples you gave. Exactly. That's what people like to throw around a lot of stuff that looks natural. That's what looks natural, is doing the natural shit that people do.
Absolutely correct. That's what I talked about in the course I did like 2.5 years ago, like in depth. And I'm so proud that everything I talked about in that motherfucking course is evergreen. Every single thing is still exactly what I do. Nothing and fucking has changed at all, Chris. If only it's become more and more important, literally, bro. Right? Like, it's so validating knowing that that's out there and exists, and can no one take that shit from me, along with all the YouTube videos from 2021 where I'm screaming the same shit, right? Like, don't get mad at me. Don't ask me to talk about nothing different, because then I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to start talking about shit that don't make sense, or something that sounds cool, like, because you never heard of it, or you looking for some next shiny object. Fuck all that, bro. And yo, Chris, another thing, you know, for how long, in every slide I've ever spoken, anytime I've ever spoken, I always speak about Reddit and Quora, unequivocally, every fucking time. Because I've been banging both of them shits to death forever, from affiliate to e-com to my main niche to this niche, on and off, here and there. But that's always top referral traffic. Right. Super nugget of the day, which is basics. But in case you don't know, go to Google Analytics on the left-hand side. I think it's acquisition, traffic acquisition. Go be surprised. You're going to see shit you probably ain't never seen there before, bro. You're going to be like, oh, shit. Like, all your traffic is not direct traffic, bro. Everybody used to laugh. Oh, he keeps talking about branded traffic. Send branded traffic. Go log into your clients with GSC and go do a regex search with brand versus non-brand and tell me how much branded fucking traffic they have right now. Especially if you enterprise or do national clients, or somebody that does 5 to 20 mil a year annually minimum. I bet you they got branded traffic. I bet you a lot of them motherfuckers might be spending 6 figures a month on branded traffic on ads, which we're not even going to go into all that on this call, but brand is real, man. Don't get this shit twisted. Don't ever forget it. If your brand means nothing in Google's eyes, why would a user want to use you? They trust Google, bro. That's why they on fucking Google. And if they're not on Google, let's say they will go to Yelp. Let's just say, and they search on Yelp. Who are they gonna go with? The motherfucker with a lot of reviews, right? Because obviously they feel they trust that system. So I'm not talking about reviews on Google. I'm just talking about manipulating user signals and what makes someone want to buy. So you think if a woman's gonna get a titty lift in Miami, she might not search on TikTok, plastic surgeon Miami, and find a couple chicks that had this shit done and documented the whole thing. And oh wow, I went to Dr. Lee. You know, I'm gonna call Dr. Lee because I followed this girl's journey, or it's all there. That's real shit. It happens all the time. I've helped some doctors and luxury dentists slay that shit. And the richer the area, the easier it is to do. If you go do one free job for an influencer and you gone. Yo, Chris, I'm giving them too much, bro. You got a problem. You got to come to Myrtle Beach, y'all. Y'all bugging. I'll give you everything you need to come back and source your agency up with new offers, new funnels, new this. But y'all better come back and be like, yo, Merlino and Chris Walker helped change my motherfucking agency, bro. Real rap. And if you're a small business owner, don't wait for nothing. Start doing what I'm saying right now. If you don't have the top 7 socials in the back of your GMB, you bugging for the night. You're wilding out. Google decided that social media profiles are so important that they're part of your fucking knowledge panel. If that doesn't sink into your head, I can't even go further anymore. You have to have those. You have to optimize those. And remember, Those are the little tools you use to make entity associations. And if you don't know what that is, that's straight Myrtle Beach. Yeah, let's go, Chris. We're gonna have some fun out in Myrtle Beach, bro.
So what are you talking about? What's going on in Myrtle Beach?
Yo, Legit Live. Come on. If y'all don't know about what's going on, you bugging the fuck out right now. We got some heavy hitters coming through the Myrtle Beach. Beautiful place. I mean, it's worth going just to eat the seafood or whatever other type of restaurants you like. I think Myrtle Beach probably got more restaurants than Manhattan. I'm joking, but bro,
Per square foot,
down there. Yeah, my boys used to go down there like every summer, and they used to be like, "Yo, Mike, bro, Myrtle Beach got like so much fucking food. It's like crazy." Like, and these guys used to go to Miami and all around Atlanta, Baltimore. So we got Legit Live, September 13th to 15th. Bro, show them the speaker lineup. Where's the speakers at? So we got Chris Walker. If you don't know who Chris Walker is, are you speaking or you just throwing it? You're not blessing the stage.
I'm emceeing, and then I'll give like the thing that we're giving away at the end. I'll give that as well.
Okay. So we got my boy, good friend, Greg Ortiz. Yo, if y'all don't know nothing about him, it's because this guy like blew up back in the day, super killed it, and then it's just like chileando, lamping, right? But he's coming back. But bro, what's he talking about? PBNs or agencies?
No, he's talking about client retention.
Customer retention. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yo, if the two top things, right? The PBN, which I don't want him talking to nobody about. Yeah. And then client retention, because anyway, that's more important for y'all. Anyway, number one thing once you get a client is churn, bro. You got to keep that motherfucker around as long as possible. So Greg got some awesome techniques to help out with that. And I know that firsthand. Andrew Moles, I never heard of him, but I've heard of Monster Agency.
They run the paid traffic for a Legit, and they also designed the commercial that we put out a couple months ago.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yo, they do a lot of ads because I heard of the agency. I'm not the type to fucking sit here and bullshit. Eldar, y'all all know, fuck, that's my guy, my boy, my broski Eldar. He came to SEO at the beach. Haven't seen him since. Super looking forward to seeing him. Bro, Eldar is a wizard all around. Don't even matter what he's talking about, because he could talk about a couple different things for sure. This guy here, man, Navneet. If I know him, it's by face and for being around a long time and back in the day, like when I was in the JV Zoo world. I'm not saying he was in that world, but I remember seeing, I think, his face like 7-8 years ago. I'm not sure. What's his story, Chris?
Yeah, he runs a SEO agency in India called Page Traffic, and he's been, like you said, around for about 20-25 years, and he's not like as well known. And that's one of the reasons I got him and I got Andrew, is I wanted people that are super skilled but aren't, no offense to anybody, but like aren't the same faces that you see over and over again. Are you still there? It looks like you're frozen. All right. All right, so it looks like we lost Mike there for a second. Hopefully he gets back on in just a moment. But yeah, Navneet is someone that is coming all the way from India to talk about AI SEO, and he's been in the business for 20-25 years. But he's also not as well known as some other folks, and I wanted to bring in some people I get it. Merlino went with else. Yeah, we'll get him back in just a second. Anyway. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, and then we got Brian, who's somebody I met at Mike's event, SEO at the Beach, earlier this year. And he's going to be talking about Google amplification, Google News. He does some really cool stuff with a bunch of different stuff. And then we got Mike, who hopefully will be back momentarily. And obviously you've been hearing him talk for the last little bit. If you want to check this out too, by the way, just go to legitlive.com/Merlino and use the coupon code Merlino for 35% off. But continuing on, we got Terry, who is the host of SEO Spring Training. He also is a master of on-page and schema. He and his wife, Elizabeth, are part of the reason we're having this event, because after having gone to their event I learned the value of going to events, which is something I'll talk about with Mike once he gets back on. Hopefully he gets back on shortly. And then we got Randy, who is the master of PR, meaning digital PR, not public relations, although it's that too, but like PR meaning high-end publications and how you can use those for SEO. We got Brock, who is like Merlino, is a GMB master. He was on just a little while ago, or maybe I guess about 2 weeks ago. And there is Mike. Welcome back, Mike.
Yo, bro. You know what's crazy, son? I got my whole setup on a fucking, you know them things that cost like $400 fucking each. So if the power goes out, that shit stays on for 2 hours.
Right.
I got my whole setup on that. It starts storming, which it does all the time, and my power goes off. I'm so sorry, y'all.
That's all right.
So embarrassing. Bro, I've been living here 4 years. I have that shit set up. My wife must have fucking did something while I was gone, because not to blame it on my wife, but wow, it's embarrassing. Anyway, yo, let me hop back in here. I remember seeing that man's face somewhere, bro, and it might have been before Fiverr existed. Like, I was on Upwork when that shit used to be called like Old Desk or some shit like that, right? And like this dude might have been one of the white label agency guys that was killing it on there, right? And which is now like Upwork. So like if that's part of his story, remember I said that I remember seeing that man's face. Brian Wyndham, the OG of the news network, in case y'all didn't know. OG means original gangster, or like the originator of, right? Like Michael Jackson was the originator of the moonwalk, right? Understand, like the OG, like that's the OG of that shit. Brian Wyndham, OG of the news network, period and point blank. The shit he does with Eat and Authorship Authority is next motherfucking level. That's my homie, and we in a private mastermind where it's us and 10 others, right? Bro, when I tell you this next level of the shit that we on, but just imagine, like I was saying earlier about the superheroes all in the room. You take what he's saying, you mix it in with a little bit of the social I'm talking about, throw in a little Andrew Ansley or whatever, and boy, you got yourself a crafty little spell to manipulate Google's algorithm with, right? And have them drunk with what the fuck we want. That's what we do. I don't know about that guy with his finger in the air, but I'd pay attention to what he's saying. I'll tell you that shit right about now. Terry Samuel's schema, right? Tie it together with schema. Some people were like, oh, yo, you know, schema. Motherfucker, are you doing it yet? Yeah, okay, let me see it. Then we look at it and it's like, this ain't what we was teaching you. So implement the shit, gain the results, then understand the click, right? And what's going on. Hopefully he's talking about schema. I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah, I like it, you know, because every time, and I've heard Terry talk a lot, we see each other a lot, and Kato, my boy, a lot, right? Like, I always catch something new, something different. You know what I'm saying? And same thing I've noticed with me when I speak and they hear me is like they catch on a different layer. Randy Rhodes, right? I'm talking about media, right? There's a guy who's heavy into media, right? Press release guy. Randy's been into that for a while too. Good friend of mine also. Haven't seen Randy in a minute. Big motherfucking Brock. I was just with Brock in DC for the mastermind for Rayburn that Tracy and Rayburn had. He was dropping that shit on him. Also, another guy like myself, some of the stuff was like, hey, just want to give y'all the update. Like stuff that I've talked before still bangs. You know what I mean? Like, don't forget. Because people get caught up on that new course. What's the new thing? So what the fuck does that mean? That something you learned a year ago or 2 years ago don't work? Nah, bro, don't be that guy. Implement. Stick with what works. Don't ever take it out. If it's working, it's working. Who else we got, bro? Oh, James motherfucking Slattery, bro. I was just with James just now, too. Me and Brock had the pleasure of being the first people to ever have James come speak anywhere. And I told him I was going to make that happen if no one else beat me to it. And I did. And I take super motherfucking pride in that. Because James is a beast. James is one of them few people that if I need help, there's no motherfucker hesitation. Because I know I don't care if it's a server broke down, like, or it could be a server room like in NASA's left wing. Like James' team and James can handle that. I need to know about a software to do something, or I want to compare what software I'm using or what he might be using. So many onions. The man is fucking amazing, bro. And he also been doing this shit for like 70 years. Don't let that picture fool you. James is about 92 years old, bro. I'm telling you right now. He invented the internet. But his specialties is automation, systemizing shit, and the way he does outreach is insane. What is he gonna be talking about, bro?
Reputation management.
Oh, nice. Look at that, bro. Yeah, now Robbie, I don't know how to say his name right, but I always call him Rob. Rob, I'm pretty sure is a vendor, right? That, like, not just a vendor. I don't mean that disrespectfully, but I know like he offers like services and has been for fucking years, right? Yeah. So,
yeah, he also has some map pack AI
tools.
Yeah.
Word. Yo, you know what I like about Rob? Rob is the guy, and I don't know him too much personally, right? We have chatted through Messenger and stuff a couple times, but Rob is the guy that has something that he knows it works for him, and he don't listen to nobody, right? And he just does it and goes. Because I've heard not just him, but people talk a lot of shit about all them circle gigs, right? Custom mind map. I just always stay quiet. I'm not saying all of that is needed, right? But your boy ain't never stopped doing mind maps a day in my life. And I probably ordered from him before in the past too. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got, because his tools, he got a couple little different things going on in there. I need to go back in there and dive, but it'd be interesting to hear the man talk and get to meet him personally, because we've never met, and I go to a lot of events. So I like that. You got somebody new there.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do I say her name? Kira?
Yeah, unfortunately, she's not going to be able to make it. She had some trouble getting travel.
You should update the page. Do you need a replacement speaker? Do I need to make some calls for you, Chris?
We can talk about it after.
My boy Kato, Sheets Master. Bro, what's he talking about? He knows so much shit I gotta ask. What's he talking about?
I actually forget. Let me see. Automating SEO with Google Sheets.
There you go. Yo, listen, the shit that you sit there taking 8 hours for, click, bang, 10 minutes, done. 20 minutes, done. Save you and your team so much time. It's all about efficiency, yo. How much can you fucking implement, right? What's holding you back from implementing more? Manual tasks? Okay, then, time to start automating. What's the first level of automation? Google Sheets. After that comes app scripts. After that comes don't worry about it. Get to the Google Sheet part, then come holla at us. Kato's my dog, bro. Me and Kato talk all the time, work on things together. Beast mode, right? Kato is one of those beast mode guys.
We did a live stream a couple months ago, and I hadn't announced all the speakers yet. And a lot of people were telling me to make sure that he was one of our speakers. Like he's here. Yeah. I mean, I was going to invite him anyway, but he's also here by popular demand.
Crowd motherfucking favorite. That makes a whole bunch of sense. Absolutely. Yo, Kato also is like, it's crazy because I don't want to talk too much of his business, but he could tear somebody the fuck up, right? And he's like the nicest guy in the world, bro, right? Yeah. Like, I mean, really, really sincerely nice and soft-spoken, and will help people and help. I've actually had to pull him to the side like, yo, Kato, you know, I don't do consults, but like that sounds like some of those should be some consults, bro. Right. Helping is okay, but if you taking like, you know, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, like that's, you know, your time is valuable. But that just shows his character, and that's why I call like that's my bro. That's fam to me, Kato. Yeah, good people.
Yeah, that's the lineup. We'll come back to the prices. You asked me what I'm going to be doing. I'll be hosting, of course, but this is also going to be the last thing that we do on day 2, and that's something that we're building into the platform to solve the biggest problem that we've found that nobody else is doing, nobody else can do, and uses the 7 years of data and experience that we have in running this platform. It gives you access to something that will, with a few clicks, give you everything you need to run your SEO, your marketing, your business. I don't want to give too much away because it's like some little Portuguese fucker will copy it if I do, but it's going to be groundbreaking. I hate to like overhype, but it's going to be groundbreaking and something that nobody else can do, and something that everybody in attendance is going to get as part of just being there. Months later, the rest of everybody else. So
was that like what kind of access will they get? Like lifetime access to
well,
it?
it's something that will be part of Legiit itself eventually,
Okay.
but only the people there are going to get it months ahead of everyone else. So
nice. Hell yeah.
that would be my main event reveal, I guess. So it'd be like the showcase showdown for those of you that had watched The Price is Right back in the day.
Word.
Hotel. I actually don't know if they have too many rooms left, but if you book the hotel's right on the beach. Real nice place. I didn't skimp on it. I didn't do like a Holiday Inn or anything like that. I went and found a nice place. It's pool, restaurant, literally right on the beach. You know, it's a great place to visit. It's a great time of year because like the tourists will have mostly gone home, but everything will still be open, so it'll be a cool place to hang out. But beautiful hotel. Make sure you give them this code. They made, in my opinion, Mike and I were talking about this before. Hotels make shit really complicated for no reason at all. Yeah. And one of the things that they did was instead of just saying I'm here for Legiit Live, you have to say Legiit SEO conference block 285661 to get included in our block of rooms. But if you call them, they'll put you in our block of rooms there. Call or book online. I guess you can probably do that too. But that's it. It's called Island Vista Resort. If you're interested, you can also check it out there. I just saw this. The venue. This is something I learned from Mike. Is that most of these events they do a hotel conference room, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's kind of boring, right? Like you had your event at what was it, like a garage, or what would you call it?
A super garage, a garage for supercars and shit.
Yeah, and I was like, that's different and that's cool. So I decided I wanted to do something different too. So if you don't know, Myrtle Beach has more golf courses than anywhere in the world, and this is on a golf course at a country club. And it's the very first golf course that was ever here. And it's also a place that I have a personal connection with because the company that I used to work for owned this place at the time. So I have a story that's going to relate heavily to everybody there that I'm going to tell. But it's real nice. It's got like a ballroom. It's going to be catered, lunch, snacks, drinks, all that. Not drinks that, not those kinds of drinks.
Yeah, just some water.
Yeah, coffee, that sort of stuff. But it'll be there. That's going to be there. It's a real cool place. Lots of parking, which can be a problem at events sometime. But that's Pine Lakes Country Club. You can, and it's like a 2 or 3 minute, maybe 4 or 5 minute Uber from the hotel. So it's not like a big deal. So that if anybody's wondering about that, and there's lots of stuff around there if you want to go do that too. Entertainment. This is just stuff you can do in Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach is, to give you an idea, the year-round population is like 30,000, and we get 14 million tourists a year. So that tells you what kind of a draw it is to come here. Now, I've lived here all my life, so to me, it's the same shit that I've always been able to do. But it's a lot of fun. It's a great place to vacation. So if you have the time, I suggest you spend more time here and go do some fun shit too. So there's that. If you can't make it for some reason, you can pre-order a recording. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, except for those of you that are too young to know what that is. But we'll keep going. And I want to quickly thank some of our sponsors, Superstar SEO, which is my agency, Hardcore Growth, which is Jim, my co-founder's agency, Local Dominator, which is Eldar's map pack software. We've got Map Pack Toolbox, which Robbie, who's Tools, who we were talking about just a few minutes ago, and then Serp Trust, which is, did we lose Mike again? Which is one of our vendors. What the hell happened? All right. Yeah, so anyway, I will continue on. If you have any questions about the event, let me know. But if you want to check it out, it's legiitlive.com/Merlino. And if you use coupon code Merlino, it's 35% off. I guess I should talk about the pricing now. We have 2 different packages. And let me just let him know that we lost him again. 1 second. All right. Yeah, anyway. Well, at least you know that we're really live, right? Anyway, is that?
Sorry about that, man. I don't know what the hell is going
on. All right. Well, actually, right now we can see your backdrop, but not you. It's like you are invisible. There you go.
There we go. Shit keeps turning off on me. Sorry about that, Chris, man.
That's all good. Like I just said, at least you know that we're really live.
Word, not a fake webinar, right?
That Florida weather is the best. Is set up. Oh, you must mean Mike. I was like, this is not Florida. But you must mean where Mike is. I thought you live in New York. You live in
He's saying
Florida?
the Florida weather is getting my eye. Yeah, I gotta check why this thing is not plugged into that box there.
All right. Well, anyway, I just got done talking about sponsors and some of the stuff to do here. I guess it's time we tell them the price. But the good news is you are going to save them some money, right?
Wow, yo, them tickets are I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I never even looked at the ticket price before. Real rap. That's fucking super reasonably priced. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't want the price of the ticket to be the thing that kept somebody from coming.
That's crazy. And then they getting 35% off of that?
Yeah.
So 500 minus 35%. What is that? Fucking
that's a great
three
question.
bills?
Yeah. So if you go purchase now, you'll be able to see. I always like to demonstrate how to do it because
actually, that's a great. I was just thinking. I wonder if they think this is scripted because I swear to God, y'all, it's not. I'm dead ass asking this in real fucking time.
Yeah, and then if you just go here and you click here to enter your coupon code, and there's also going to be somebody that doesn't know how to do it, so I always like to show. And you just put in Merlino.
It's going to be about $275 roughly. Less than that if my math is right. Let's see what we got. I was way off there. I need to dab, y'all. Hey, let me get a hashtag 420 up in here, man. I can't wait for 420. I need to dab it out real quick.
Yeah, that's for
the coming to Myrtle Beach, bro. That's what I want to know. Yo, JP, you're probably fucking crashing my server over here, you fucker. Leave my internet alone. Hashtag 420, y'all. And then I want to know who's coming to Myrtle Beach. None of y'all coming to chill, Crazy Merlino and the gang. Everybody else, meet Chris Walker. Get to meet a legend, bro. I know everybody here orders from Legiit. Imagine meeting the man that built that shit. Be like, hey, thanks, man. You helped me rank my client and make shit easy for me, right?
Might try to get my channel demonetized, but.
Oh, sorry. What? Oh, damn.
I don't care.
You got to tell me ahead of time, Chris, what's good and what's not.
I'm going to be out that $100 a month that I get from AdSense. I don't care. Anyway, that was for the standard package, which comes with the 2-day event access, as well as I don't know where it is, but the access to the new technology. If you get the VIP package, we're having a party on the Friday the 13th, which I did not think of when I planned this, but for the Friday the 13th at Dave & Buster's, which is at a place called Broadway at the Beach, which is a huge complex of restaurants and shopping and nightlife. It literally takes up like 4 city blocks. And that's going to be Friday the 13th from 6 to 9. If you get the VIP access, you'll get access to that. You'll get lifetime access to the Legiit dashboard, which is $97 a month. You're going to get that forever as part of your ticket with the VIP package. You get preferred seating. This is another idea I stole from you, by the way. Instead of just giving VIPs the front row seat, I figure we might have some VIPs that are introverts and want to sit in the back. So we'll give them a little thing and they can sit wherever the hell they want. That was an idea I 100% stole from you. So thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And then you'll get a recording of the event as well. So that one is $9.97. But again, if you use code Merlino, it's 35% off that. And I believe that comes to like $6.50 or something.
Yeah. And that you get the recordings, the lifetime dashboard. That right there is just boom. That's worth the extra right there because you're going to want them recordings, right?
Yeah. So, and I don't think we actually talked about the dates, but the dates are for the VIP is September 13th, which is Friday the 13th. That should be easy to remember. But if you don't want that, then the event itself will be the 14th and 15th. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, make a weekend of it, go home. So you can't use that you have kids as an excuse, basically.
Get a babysitter, do something.
But
leave them with grandma.
Yeah. The airport is really close to everything. Like from the event location to the airport is 15 minutes, maybe not even that. Same with the hotel. So very easy to get around. Lots of stuff to do. I don't know what else to say. What else can we do?
Well, this is what I would say right here. Listen to this. Watch this. Yo, Chris, stop sharing the screen if you don't mind, my friend. Because I want to see you, right, bro? You remember when we met?
Absolutely.
I don't remember exactly where. I think it doesn't even matter the event, to be honest, right? The point is this. This is what I remember. You were sitting, eating, kind of like off on your own, right? And I went right up to you and I was like, hey, I can sit here. You were like, yeah, because I didn't want to be disrespectful, right? And we started talking. And then that was the beginning of this ain't the first time me and you actually speak, right? And we've seen each other in person a couple times. The point of what I'm saying is, when you get around someone physically, you know, I don't care what you believe in life, but I'm telling you it's different because of vibrations, frequencies, spirits, chi, karma. I don't give a fuck what word you want to use, right? That's what it is, bro. And then different type of relationships and or friendships and or JVs and or partnerships are born, right? I firmly believe this because I've been living it for 2.5 years, right? And when I tell you that, like, I love this guy, you know, Kato, like, I've seen this guy like more times than I've seen anyone in my family except the people I live with, bro. Like, for real, for real. So if anything you'll take away from Merlino from events is this one line: your network is your net worth. Your network, not your fucking Wi-Fi network, motherfucker. Who's in your Rolodex on your cell phone? Who can you call for help when you need it? And not help, I'm getting beat up, right? That's a different type of network.
But we can do that.
Customers about to leave if I don't save this shit fast, right? You need a motherfucking, not just an SEO or not just a surgeon, but the best motherfucking brain surgeon that exists. They on my Rolodex, bro. This because I met them in person. They felt my energy. They know I'm real. And they're like, Merlino, you ever need anything? Take my math, bro. That's not happening through a messenger chat, bro. I'm telling you this. Chris, am I lying? So that's what I want.
No. The only thing I would disagree with is you said that it's not I'm getting beat up. I need to call somebody because we'll do that too.
Facts. You already know.
That was literally the first thing we talked about, actually.
That's how me and Chris clicked exactly too. So I was like, yo, Chris, you look like you'll just fucking earth somebody real fast. And then you told me you train and stuff like that. And another thing, guys, on that same topic, Chris, if you don't mind, if you're gonna come to the event, don't be a fucking hermit. Like, don't stay in your hotel room as soon as it's over. Don't scatter off. Don't be the guy that's scared to go talk to people. That's the absolute worst thing you want to do. You almost rather be the guy that the speakers and other people are like, bro, that guy is annoying, right? Like, point is, you making your mark, though. You letting people know I'm here, a la Merlino style, right? First event I went to, I went up to everybody's hand and shook their hand and asked them where they from and what they do. I wasn't even speaking at the event, dog. I'm networking. I want to know, like, well, yo, what you into? Blah, 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 right? And then that transformed into, you know, me being at a lot of events, and I'm still the same way. Selfies all day. Yo, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. So when you meet someone in person, it's totally different. Just remember that. So it's not just people wanting, oh, come over here. I'm trying to make a bunch of money off you. Yo, y'all be surprised. Most of these events are not even profitable, bro. You know, sometimes just to break even is good.
Yeah,
so don't believe all the hype. Just experience something on your own. Just like this shit. Trust nobody, right? Like, experience shit on your own. Get your own data. See what happens after you experience it. And maybe it takes more than once, right? But point is, you got to live it to go through it. Chris, personally would never pay for an event. Oh, I'm going to an event before I started this. Right now, I'm actually about to start looking into what type of events I want to go to as a paid participant, not in this industry.
Yeah.
So I could level up my game as a human and as a marketer.
Yeah, same here.
So in case y'all didn't hear that, right? The guy that would never spend money on fucking events, I'm about to start looking into what money I'm going to spend on what events to go level up my game and other shit. Yeah. I got the SEO because I got my friends I could always call even if I take a year hiatus, let's say. So take the power of what I'm saying about events.
Absolutely. Yeah. Anybody that knows me knows that I don't like to travel. For years, I thought these events were bullshit and that they were an excuse to take a vacation. And they probably are that to some extent. But it's a lot more than that. I've gotten a lot of that, like, since I went to Terry's last year. That was the first thing for me. That was where I met you, by the way. That was the event you were thinking of. Yep. But it changed my whole perspective on events. I always thought they were bullshit, but it really was. And the main thing I got was the networking. So if you can't make it, you buy the recording. That's great, but you're not going to get the full experience.
Not the same. Yeah, definitely. And the shit that comes out at the bar once people start drinking, oh boy, the secrets start flying. That's no bullshit. Because just think about it. Anybody you know, including yourself, when you drink, do you not start talking a lot?
I don't drink.
So SEO, same way. Hey, Chris, Tebby, chiropractor and sport. Yeah. Chris, would you please mention the hotel and the event venue once again?
Yeah, so the hotel, and Alan is right here in Charlotte, so hopefully he can make it. Charlotte's not that far. The hotel is Island Vista Resort. The address is 6000 North Ocean Boulevard. It's actually just the block or so from where I live. No one's invited to my place, though, just for the record. It's a block or so from where I live. And that's the phone number. There's a link there on the website. And mention Legiit SEO conference block 285-661. I'm sorry that that's so complicated, but that's what they made me do. And then the venue is Pine Lakes Country Club that's located at 5603 Granddaddy Drive in Myrtle Beach, and they're about 4 minutes apart, so they're not far away. Fun fact, the reason that that's called Granddaddy Drive is I told you that was the first golf course in Myrtle Beach. That's because it was like the granddaddy of them, so that's why it's on Granddaddy Drive. They literally named the street after this place.
Oh, so, shit.
Yeah. So Mike just put the link to I guess the Google Maps link to it in the chat there. So yeah. That's the location for the hotel and for the country, for the event location. So
guys, you get a vacation and link up with some of the world's best, right? Like some locations are not so nice, right? Where, you just slip outside and you're like right by the motherfucking beach, bro. Like, wow, take advantage because it's about to turn cold.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually why I chose the time of year that I did, because our tourist season goes from Memorial Day to Labor Day. And I purposely chose the weekend after Labor Day because the tourists will have gone home, but the weather will still be nice.
So, yeah, that Labor Day must be crazy down there.
Oh, yeah. Tourist season in general it's hard to get around, so I didn't want to do that. But anyway, Cecilia says, I'll vouch for what Merlino says about Chris. Meeting both of them in person at SEO at the beach was a real super positive vibe. Besides SEO biz, their humanity shines through. Well, thank you for saying that. That's very kind of you. I remember meeting you as well. Very nice. So.
I remember Cecilia for sure, right in the front row. She was surprised I had kind of stopped to say hi to her. And I was like, oh, hell no. I'm sorry it took this long. Had a lot going on. Try to meet and kick it with everybody. Cecilia is good people.
Yeah,
for sure. If anybody got a quick question, if you want, Chris, or if not, you let me know. What we doing? Me, I'm here for you, bro.
I was gonna just open it up to any questions that anybody has.
Beautiful.
Speakers, events, times, whatever you want to know, let us know. Let's see. Brian says, "Oh snap! Google Maps link with SEOs." Looking to network and maybe change seats from day to day. I'm not sure what the question is.
He's trying to say like day one, sit in one seat. Day two, maybe sit somewhere else to network. Yeah. People do that all the time because the seats are not, except for VIP, your seat is not assigned. And if you are VIP, you could pick where you want to sit each day, is what I assume. Sorry, Chris, if I'm talking too much, bro. You're right. I'm just like in webinar mode, like my bad.
Please do it. Like one joke I usually make at the beginning of a live stream with a guest is having a guest means there's less work for me to do. So
I feel that.
Yeah. So Kaylin says, you say hi to everyone, Mike? Oh, he's saying you say hi to everyone.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, bro, that's one thing that I absolutely try. I make sure. But sometimes it'll be like day 2 or day 3, and I'll see somebody, and I'll be talking to someone, and I'll be like, yo, I'll just forget about this conversation and walk. I'm like, hey, man, we haven't met yet. What's your name? They'll be like, no, I just got here last night or whatever, right? Because I really try to make sure that I say what's up to everybody, especially since I've been like speaking, right? I always was like that. But if I'm a speaker, I'm gonna make sure I spend at least that amount of time with you. And I'm a talkative motherfucker. So if you start talking with me, who the fuck knows where it could go, right? That's on you. To not
people paid money to come see you. Like, it's the least you can do, right?
Exactly, bro.
Yeah. One thing, I'm going to kiss your ass for a second. One thing I like about you is that you are the same all the time. Like in your presentation, the way you are right now, and like afterward, like I'm not like that. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'm much more outgoing on these than I am in person. you are the absolute same no matter where. And that's very, very rare. And it's something I think that leads to your success is people see that authenticity. So
thank you, bro.
Another story I want to tell about Mike is first time I met him in person was at SEO spring training back in 2023. And I was like the fourth presenter to go on. And somewhere in my presentation, I said, fuck. I'm like, great. Now I'm going to be the guy that said fuck in his presentation all weekend long. And then Mike came a couple people after me. I was like, nope, I'm fine. Nope, I'm good.
Yeah, I fucking curse a lot.
I do too. I was purposely trying not to, and like one slipped through. And then that other lady, whose name I can never remember for some reason, but she spoke on the second day. Nicole, yeah, she put both of us to shame.
You know what's funny? I missed her presentation, right? But I saw her talk just right now in Washington.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, yes. It's not in a disrespectful way, because she don't even talk SEO, right? But it's like she's a female version of the Merlino style, right? Yeah. Like she fucking just gives it to you raw, take it or not. And if not, fuck you. That's it. I'm going to go get my bag. You keep thinking about getting yours.
Yep.
Guys, SEO could, all the tactics in the world could help. And I know some people be like, man, don't talk to me about mindset and this and that, right? But hear what I'm saying. I'm not going to give you a lecture, but don't be the guy that doesn't throw anything on the wall and then fix it, right? Because it's not life or death, bro. Just throw shit up and then fix it. Don't try to line up the perfect shot for 8 months. You miss every shot you don't take. You're not a fucking sniper. In baseball, you go to the Hall of Motherfucking Fame if you could bat 300. That means you fail 7 out of 10 times, bro. The best NBA three-point shooter, I don't even think, shoots 50%. That means he fails half the times he puts the ball up. If you get stuck in that perfectionist bullshit, you're holding your family back from the fruits of your labor that they all deserve. I can't tell y'all no other way. Implement. That's it.
Yeah, I've often said that if you sell something, you have a moral obligation to sell it as hard as you can and get it to as many people as you can. If not, that means you're selling something you shouldn't be selling if you don't feel that committed to it.
I always felt, and I still battle with it, right? Like I feel sticky selling shit, bro. And a friend of mine told me exactly what you just said, word for word. And it resonated with me in a way that was astonishing, right? Because the way he even got more specific. Mike, who's going to rank a client's GMB more passionately than you, bro?
Yeah.
He was like, that's why you need to sell. And I was like, I kind of understand what he means now, right? It's like a misjustice. I'm letting other people get fucked over.
Yeah.
So it's the truth.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm gonna go study is some more advanced sales, so I could get out of my own head, man. You know what I mean? Because I just like to help people, bro. Right? Like, because I was that struggling business owner, bro, and it's tough when everything is attached to money. Services cost this, consulting fee is that. When you ain't got it, you ain't got it. But I still got to do something to feed my family, right? Those are the people I think about, even though that's not who's mainly around me. There's agency owners that are crushing it and shit like that. But that's where I come from.
Same.
With the giving. You know what I'm saying, Chris? That's been 3 years running, yo. 3 years running. That's not going to change.
Shannon says, any teasers for special offers at the event? Yeah, I'm going to give you a complete list right now of everything that people are going to be pitching to you. You ready? Okay, that's it. Nobody's going to be pitching you shit because this is not going to be an in-person webinar where people, I've gone to like a digital, I hate to call out names, but I went to a digital marketer event and the whole fucking weekend was just the purpose of them to sell something else. And I hate that shit. And so does everybody else. And I made a point to only invite people that I knew would not do that. Now, to be fair, this is a branded event, so there's kind of inherently some indirect promotion, but no, there's nothing for sale here. So special offers, there aren't any. So that's the answer to that. So that question may have been pre-submitted.
The special offer is whatever he got crafted up for Legiit that you get access to if you come. And if you buy the virtual ticket recordings, you don't get access to that, just to be clear. You need, right?
Yeah.
They need to show up in person.
Dev asked, do you somehow use Reddit and Quora with local SEO2? Sorry if that was already covered.
We use Reddit and Quora for local SEO as referral traffic, right? Get your link placement on them location on those sites, and then you send a little traffic through it, I mean, listen, there's real traffic on there. Don't get that shit twisted. But if it's like a home service and there's not really a lot of traffic, then I'm gonna manipulate the traffic, because if you know me, I love CTR manipulation, but that's some advanced shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to pull that out. That's a cherry on top. All the other shit got to get done first. That's like Kato be telling me, don't bring a bazooka to a knife fight, right? You pull out the weaponry as needed.
I call those tiebreakers, because like if you do everything and you're still not quite there, that's the kind of shit that will put you over the top.
Yeah. Word.
Yeah, yours is a little more artful though. All right. So the URL, if you please go to Mike's link so he gets a little bit of money out of this. I'm just being perfectly transparent. He'll get a little bit of a commission if you go through his link, legitlive.com/Merlino. And then the coupon code Merlino gets you 35% off what you see listed on the site. And I'm saying it that way because the price may go up as we get closer to the event and seats get a little more spares. But we are running out of time. Like it's what is it? August 28th. The event is September 13th. That's less than 2 weeks? 2 weeks from Friday is when it's going to start. So make up your mind and pull the trigger now. Be a person of action. Make decisions. The very first thing that Mike said today was, instead of just listening and learning, like, go do things. Go pull the trigger on this. If you're on the fence, let me know what it'll take to get you off the fence. But I debated for years on whether I wanted to do one of these because I hated them. And then I went to few and I saw the value and I'm like, I want to be able to do this too. Actually, it was your event that put me over the top on deciding to do one of my own. So I'm taking all the things that I've learned from the events I've been to and incorporating them into mine. I've got the speakers that I think offer a nice diverse range of whatever. And I keep the price ridiculously low. I am absolutely going to lose money on this, and I don't care. I mean, it's a business, so I still have to charge something. But if I could give it away for free and make it, I would. So we're doing that. Chose a nice location right on the beach. I didn't skimp and get you a La Quinta or something. Well, I've been to events where that's what they did. But a nice location for the event, catering. Networking after. Like, I've done my best to make this as good of an event as possible, and I don't know what else to say.
Come through the Myrtle Beach and stop playing. I don't know if Chris is gonna get mad, but if you on the fence, you should probably maybe hit him up or send him a message on Legiit or something. Is there a way, if someone's on the fence, maybe they could, contact you or your team or something?
Use Legiit support or use Facebook. You'll get a hold of me in either place.
Wonderful. Yo, Chris, I look forward to seeing you, bro. For me, it's a little vacation. I live in Florida, but I ain't never been to Myrtle Beach, and I always wanted to go. So for me, it's a twofer. You know what I mean? I get to come bless the stage, with and for you, see my peoples, and then I get to chill. I might even change my flight, come a day or two earlier. JP, you coming through?
They're all speakers. They aren't dicks like other events. I mean, some of us are dicks. No, I'm just kidding. But no, yeah, that's a great point too. I wanted to bring in people that I like. There's people in this business that are really skilled that I just don't like. They're not there. Like, I'm not going to bring in someone just because they're good at something. They have to not be an asshole too.
Yeah, you got to pass all the bills for you. Like, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So,
yo, let me ask you. I don't know how many people are in here, but is anybody here going? Who's coming through?
Yeah, let us know. I'd like to, I'd like to get a good gauge of that. Or if you're like considering it, but you're not on the fence, you're not 100% sure, let me know that right now too. And we will twist your arm until you're ready to go. Yeah.
Any questions you got after this is over too? Maybe drop a comment on YouTube. We could keep the shit active. Chris, you'll get a notification that's, see, and everyone else could see the answers too. Maybe that's something like that. Let's get the engagement going, bro. 2 weeks, Myrtle Beach. Let's get this shit popping, y'all. Stop playing. Hey, JP, you always too busy, bro. Yeah, I know you probably are, man. Listen, why is my Xbox light turning on and off still? JP done hack my shit, man. Yo, Kato. Oh, look, they both on here, boy. Yeah. Anyway, guys, and nobody's coming to Myrtle Beach, I know Kato will be there. Guys, if you watch the replay of this and you come into Myrtle Beach, comment, because I'm gonna keep my eyes on this. I want to see who's coming, what's going on. Let me know what's up, man.
Yeah. I don't mess with Microsoft. Ask Cato.
Skylar, good to see you, young bull.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's probably a good place to jump off. We've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes. Anything you want to say before we wrap up?
I just want to say, Chris, bro, I appreciate you, and I appreciate the fact that meeting you at an event, we're to the point where we, I consider you one of my friends. You know what I'm saying? I can hit you up. We'll help each other out. And I appreciate you having me on here to promote SEO at the beach and speaking at SEO at the beach. It's a motherfucking honor to be speaking at your event. And I just want to make this shit as good as possible for everybody in attendance. And anybody who catches the recordings, they'll get the nuggets, but they're going to miss out on the extra dynamite that happens when you're there and after and the VIP setting. So again, thank you. Super grateful for everyone that, always shows me love and support. If y'all ever need anything, just hit me up. I'm getting back on Messenger. So, if you do hit me, just give me like a day or two, but I will respond, y'all. Peace and love. Appreciate you, Chris.
All right, you too. All right, everybody else, I will probably have another one of these soon with one of the other speakers still working out some details on that. So stay tuned for that. But last but not least, the event is legitlive.com/Merlino. Coupon code Merlino. Oh, I got to give away a ticket. I almost forgot.
Oh, shit. Wow. We wilding out. Okay, let's go. Somebody coming.
Yeah.
MD, you won the gear. Let's see if you win a free ticket. Yo, this is what I would do, though, Chris. And I learned this from experience with Brock, right?
Okay.
Who here in attendance, right, can make it to Myrtle Beach if you win the free ticket, so you don't end up spinning and some. Oh, I don't know, but that's where we ended up going with it at some point because people were winning and they really couldn't make it.
Yeah.
So then,
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see if somebody. All right, Kaylin, let's go for it. Let's call it live. We'll go with live. We'll let it go for about 2 or 3 minutes and then we'll pick a winner. So just type live into the chat. I bet that I'm entered in it right now. If I win, I'll donate my ticket. Okay, cool. Yeah, just type live.
He got a script running.
All right, we'll let this go. It's 4:18, so I think it's appropriate that we let it go till 4:20.
4:20, baby. Oh, let me get ready. Matter of fact, yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
Thanks for the reminder.
Listen, guys. Hassan, can you make it? I guess everybody could put live, and but it'd be helpful if you say, "Hey, look, live bot enabled."
Brian trying to win a ticket to an event he's speaking at.
Yeah. That's so he could give it to JP's ass, and JP could get over here and stop playing.
All right, we got like a minute or so left.
Sterling, what up?
You know them? I don't know that person.
Yeah, I know Sterling. Yep.
I'm anime, but I don't know from that username. Was that Andrew?
No. I don't think he's not like super known in the industry, gotcha. But I know him though.
Gotcha.
My boy Sterling. He's an OG. Yo, Hassan ain't playing. Yo, Hassan, where you live? Just curious.
We got people coming from everywhere as it is. Like Navneet's coming from India. Eldar's coming from Israel.
No, I know. Yo, bro, when someone told me they traveled 23 hours to get to one of an event, and then they told me, and I'm saying this humbly, bro, like real rap, like just to be real. They were like, "Hey, Merlino, can we talk?" And then when we finished, he goes, "Hey, I want you to know something. I flew all the way over here just to talk to you personally for a couple of minutes. Like, that's why I came." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I mean, it's cool to come and everything, but I really needed to talk to you, like, personally. I didn't want to type it out, right? It was sounding a little bit secretive." Yeah. I was like, wow, 23-hour flight, bro. Are you serious? Yeah. Then in Vegas last year, right around this time, at another event, somebody told me, and they said it in front of the whole fucking crowd too. They were like, wow, after my speech, they were like, this guy just gave the whole fucking lunchbox showroom, and I literally flew here just to hear him speak and talk to him when he's done. And he turned into a client, by the way, for me and my partner.
So covered your whole trip right there.
And then some.
Yeah.
And
all right, let's go ahead and choose our winner.
Let's go. Let's see who's coming out.
Hopefully it's not me or Legit.
You kind of knew he was going to win, right? Hassan, can you make it?
Serious question, Hassan. Can you actually make it? If not, let me know and I'll draw again. But please answer quickly so we can draw again if somebody else, you can give somebody else an opportunity. Can you make it, yes or no? This isn't a complicated question, so let me know.
Now watch the chat go silent. Yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and feel generous and just do it again anyway and choose a second person. So if Hassan can make it, we'll just give away 2. How about that?
Yep, there you go. Get the house packed.
All right. So the software's cool because it'll save the entries from the previous time. So
yo, StreamYard is doing this contest giveaway thing right now.
Hassan says, yeah, okay, cool. What you're going to want to do, Hassan, and yes, it is StreamYard. What you're going to want to do is message Legit support and let us know your name and your details, and we'll hook you up. So let's go ahead and pick one more winner, and then we're going to call it a day.
Nice. Look at that. Bang. See you there, Hassan, baby boy.
Let's try that again.
Hold on a minute.
Because it takes from people that have commented, so let's try that again. That's never happened before. It's picked me before, but it's never picked the brand before. All right. Well, there you go. Congratulations.
Nice.
All right. JP almost had a ticket. All right. Well, that's for Hassan. Tatia, I know, so she knows how to get a hold of it. But Hassan, yeah, just go to Legit support and let them know your details, and they'll hook you right on up. But I don't know. Let me bring the URL on the screen, and then we'll call it a day.
Wonderful.
Where is it? There it is. Boom. So that's the URL, legitlive.com/Merlino. And it's and then Merlino for 35% off. And if I don't see you there, you're dead to me. No, I'm just kidding. But you really should.
Don't forget, this shit is by and on the beach. Bring some slippers and some swimming trunks, or buy some locally. It's on you, but come prepared, right?
Yeah, have some fun. All right, that's it. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, everybody else. I'll see you again soon. Peace.